House on Haunted Hill is a ghost horror movie. In this remake to the classic House on Haunted Hill, we find our host this time is a amusement park creator, and it's his wife's birthday, and she wants to go to the House on Haunted Hill. Under the assumption that his wife wants him dead, he decides to play around. But instead of inviting the people she wants, he invites his own dastardly guests. Or that's what he thinks. Well, when our 5 guests do arrive, they're promptly met by the housekeeper, who seems to be a little nervous about being at the premises because, well, it's haunted. And when they do finally enter the house and meet our host, everyone's kinda confused as these aren't the people our host chose. So who exactly chose these 5 people? Our eccentric housekeeper is constantly complaining about how this house is evil and haunted and alive, but the only way to get the $1 million is to stay a whole night in the House on Haunted Hill. Clearly, our host thought it was a farce as he jimmy rigs a bunch of props up to scare the contestants or the guests out of the house. But the ghosts have other plans as they promptly lock down the whole house where no one can escape. And the movie pays homage to the original as our host and wife are constantly trying to outwit each other and kill each other. But unlike the original, this one leans a lot more towards the ghost aspect, and, well, these ghosts are out for blood. So will our guests survive a night at House on Haunted Hill? Only way to find out is to watch the movie. Yes, and so that was enjoyable. My review on House on Haunted Hill, the remake, is that this is all in all a pretty good movie. There was some really good things going for it. I liked when they did use practical effects. I liked some of the ghost creature creations, like I don't know, how it'd be just like a face with no features but the mouth. Things like that. The set play, like their set, it was just top tier. I mean, you felt like you was in this haunted building. They definitely put a little bit more effort than the original to let you know that the host and the wife hate each other, but then they kind of don't hate each other. I liked the dynamic between them because they wanted to kill each other the whole movie, and when she finally gets murdered, you can tell he was distraught about it. Just good writing. And there was this one part where it's the very end and the house comes alive. That was pretty sweet, but then we can flip that around and it's why was that only one part that was 5 to 10 seconds long? I don't get it, because that was super top tier, especially when they're trying to push the house is alive the whole time. I think they should have went more with that direction, with the house being actually alive, because it was so cool, instead of the only part I didn't like about the movie was the creature, and that's what they ended up going with, the black mist. Yeah, not good. So my rating to House on Haunted Hill remake would be a 6 out of 10. This movie's enjoyable, it's pretty good, but man, what a big kind of letdown at the end. That creature mist thing just was not it. Everything else was super good. And then you kind of get to the big baddie and it's wow, what a kind of letdown. But nonetheless, this movie's super good. I mean, it's 6 out of 10 is pretty good. So yeah, with that being said, House on Haunted Hill is an insanely enjoyable watch. I thoroughly liked it until the end. But yeah, also this movie definitely needs to be in your collection as it's a collector's edition and this is pretty rare.